Hi, I'm Mark, and this is Stuart.
Hello.
As you can see, we're outside one of Berwickshire's primary schools. Today, we're going to think about moving on. But to get us started, here's a quiz. You might like to pause the video after each question and see if you can figure out the answer. And as you do that, look out and see if you can spot your primary school.
Question 1. How many primary schools are there in Berwickshire? There are 10 primary schools in Berwickshire.
Question 2. Which two Berwickshire primary schools can you see the sea from? The two schools that you can see the sea from are Coburn's Path and Eyemouth.
Question 3. Jim Clark was a famous racing car driver, but which Berwickshire primary school did he go to?
The answer is Churnside.
Question 4. If you came to school every day that it was open, from the very beginning of primary 1 to the end of your time in primary 7, how many days would that be?
The answer is 1,330 days. That's 190 days every single year.
Question 5. Which school has the best P7s?
Stuart, I'm not sure we need to pause for that one. It's obvious. It's your school! Whichever school you happen to be at.
Of course it is. Well, as you might have learned from that quiz, you've been at your primary school for a long time. But today, we're going to be thinking about your move from primary school to the high school.
What? You mean like this?
Whoa! That's a bit of a shock. Where are we?
Well, Stuart, I'm at the main entrance to Berwickshire High School. And it looks like you're at Eyemouth, are you?
Yeah. Hey, it's a big school, isn't it?
Yeah, they are pretty big schools. And it can be a bit of a shock moving up to high school from primary school, even if you're not teleported there. But that is why we are talking to you just now.
Yeah, well, we're going to spend some time talking about this whole move to the high school. And look, we've got your book that we'd like to give you as a gift, if you'd like to receive that, which is part of what your school is doing to help you prepare for your move to high school, so that it's less of a shock to your system.
Yes, because fortunately, you're not going to be zapped into high school. You're given time to think about it and prepare for your move. You might like to pause the video just now and have a think about all the changes that are going to happen. Make a list of as many differences as you can think of between your school now and the high school that you're going to be going to. Now that you've made that list, I'd like you to think about how you feel about those changes. Go down your list and put a tick or a smiley face next to the things that you feel positive about, that maybe you're excited about. And then put a cross or a sad face next to anything that you're not looking forward to, that maybe you're worried about.
So I wonder, when you think about all of this, how do you really feel?
Maybe you're just really excited. Maybe you're feeling really worried and not looking forward to it at all.
Of course, your feelings might be going up and down. One moment you might be really looking forward to going to the high school, you can't wait. And the next moment, you'd rather stay where you are.
Maybe it feels like your emotions are just swirling around all over the place and you just don't know what to think.
But all of this is quite normal. Mark and I have been running these sessions for over 10 years, visiting all the primary schools, and the same feelings and thoughts come up time and time again. And it's the same in this book, the It's Your Move Survival Guide to Moving On to High School. The authors of this talk to primary school pupils right across the UK, and the same worries and excitements came up, and they talk about them in this.
Many of the things we're not feeling great about could be called challenges. Now, I don't know what you wrote down, but here are some of the common ones. The work being too hard. Being lonely. Being the smallest. Getting lost around the school. Now, we do all face challenges, but some of the things we're worried about will turn out not to be quite as difficult as we thought they might be. Other things will be very challenging, and that's when it's important, again, to speak about them and to get help. One challenge that we often find people worry about is bullying. Now, the book has a lot of advice to help us start thinking about many of these challenges. This is what it has to say about bullying. There's no excuse for bullying. If you think you're being bullied, or you know that someone else is, and this is bullying in school, out of school, online, via your phone, please don't let it go on. Talk to someone, a teacher, a parent, a carer, another adult that you can trust, and get some help. I know some of you are worried about whether people will be kind to you at high school. Sadly, throughout life you will always meet people who are thoughtless, who don't treat others the way that they would like to be treated. But mostly, the people you meet at high school are there for you. Even now, there are teachers and others working really hard to make sure that your move to your new school goes as smoothly as possible. Now, the school know that you will find some things challenging, and that is why there are guidance teachers whose job is to look out for you, to make sure that you get help when you need it. There is always someone to talk to about the things that are worrying you, whether it's guidance teachers, parents, carers, youth workers, or friends. Please do talk when you need help. Stuart, what are you going to have?
I don't know, Mark. There's so much choice. I just don't know what to choose. So we've talked about changes from primary school to high school and some of the challenges that they're going to bring. And now we're just going to think a little bit about the choices that you will have the chance to make. Important choices like what are you going to have for lunch from the extensive menu at the high school? And other things like which clubs and organisations and activities are you going to join? And questions like who will your new friends be? Lots of choices that you need to think about. This book's got some really good advice about the choices that you'll be making, including, for example, how you choose your friends in your new school. Here's this. How many friends you have isn't important. What really counts is having friends around you who can give you support and encouragement and who you can have fun with when you need it. Well, I hope that you will be able to make new friends, but also that you'll be able to stick by and be there for each other. Getting on the bus for the first time.
Ultimately, it's your move, and you can do a lot to help yourself, like talk to others about how you feel, get help when you need it, prepare well, and get yourself one of these books.
It's really good, Mark. Here's their number one top tip. It's about being yourself. It says this: don't be afraid to be yourself. We're all unique for a reason. There's something that you have to offer this world that no one else has. So don't waste time comparing yourself to others or wishing you were more like someone else. Work to improve yourself, but do it because you want to be the best version of you, not a copy of someone else. Good, isn't it?
Good advice.
Yeah.
Oh,
And we're glad that we can offer you a copy of this book for free. It's actually being paid for by members of local churches who are as keen as we are for you to make the best possible move to high school.
this book was written by some Christian people that we know and have worked with, but it was written to be helpful to people no matter what you believe. We hope that you find it a helpful book.
And we'd like to take this opportunity to wish you a great summer, and we hope you have a really good time as you move up to your high school come August.
And if you see us, either around school or around town, please do wave and say hi.